Good morning, friends and family. The goats ended up staying in this paddock for an entire month. We put them in at the very end of September and today's November 1st. Careful, don't touch the fence, sweetie. So they did great, and if we wanted to make them stay longer, there's still ground cover they could eat. It's not blackberry, it's this other stuff that we don't mind at all, and it's not their favorite, but they'll eat it. But we're ready to push them down along the side of the creek to really work on that spot. So we'll bring you along for another goat move. So it's a beautiful sunny fall morning to move these goats. They're doing really good. It's fun seeing them grow in this kind of fuzzy winter coat. Oh, Ron. Ron's still our little guy. Hi, puppies. Hi, Lila. Hi, Maple. So, here's what we're gonna do. This shelter that the goats sleep in, we're gonna move it down towards the stream. I'll walk with you there, and sorry that the light changes. I'm gonna walk into shade. So we're gonna walk down here, and I'm gonna pull the goat shelter down here. After I move these trees out of the way. I think I've mentioned it before, we've been cutting down small trees and saplings because we want to clear them anyways, and the goats just devour the maple leaves and other leaves, ash leaves. So this open area down here is really good for the dogs. If we put them in too thick of a blackberry area, the dogs just can't comfortably move about and play and do those kind of things. So what's going to happen is somewhere around down here, we're going to put the shelter, and we're going to reorient the fence so that it's on this side of it, so there'll be some overlap from the current paddock and the next one. And then just through there, the creek is right down there. You can see that steep cliff going up. The creek is at the bottom of it. So I've already weed whacked a path along the creek that hopefully we can install the fence on. It's going to be tough because it's very rocky in some spots. And we're going to capture this whole area that makes a lot of the side of our creek kind of inaccessible. So the goats will start working in there. And I think you've seen it before, where we've got a couple of creek access points, and one of them I cleaned up and mowed here. And I've got an old video. I'll have to look up exactly when I did it, but this is the spot where there's actually a previous creek bed that runs right down the middle of this area, and I weed whacked down the center of it months ago. And so I'll try to find that and show a little clip of when I worked in there. But the fence is going to go in there, follow the creek all the way to the other end, and come up. So really excited to tackle this spot because it's just dense with blackberry and scrubby little trees. And if we can get this all cleaned up, it will make our access to the creek so much better. Here we go, they're about to hear the bell. Okay, that's the goats contained. Oh, so beautiful. And the creek's beautiful too. Come on, goats. Check out your new area. Things out. Yep. They're getting big bites of fresh grass. Okay. The goats have been in their new spot for about 24 hours and we're super happy with it. I'll come on in. Tina and the kids are doing our usual hangout with the loppers and start trimming on especially blackberry stalks that they've already eaten at the leaves. We set up this tarp because the doggies had picked out this little Christmas tree as a nice spot to hang out last night. They had kind of dug in under there and made a nice spot to lay. We're worried that, you know, that tree doesn't offer much rain protection. We've got a few days of rain coming up, one of them being close to an inch of rain in 24 hours. So we're trying hanging up a tarp like this. We put their little shelter down in there right where they had dug. So we're trying to make them a nice cozy spot for the dogs. And we'll see how that turns out, that we kind of gave them the first night to pick where they wanted to hang out and then we worked with that. The goats still have their shelter. It is Arya's 9th birthday. Happy birthday, sweetie pie. So exciting.
Dad, look at how big this thorn I found is.
Yikes, big thorn. And so the goats have just jumped straight into eating away in this place. And so I might be repeating myself, but the creek is just over there. You see that big cliff there? At the bottom of it is the creek.
Yeah, that's true.
And there's nothing but blackberries between us and the creek. So that's why the goats are here. We're gonna work our way to it. Now, what I think is gonna happen is, even though we cut a path to be able to put the fence in, the goats and dogs don't want to walk that close to the fence because they're afraid of it. They don't want to get zapped. So I don't think any of them are going to spend any amount of time back there by walking straight to it along the fence. I think we're going to have to use the weed whacker and loppers and stuff to push our way in. So that's our game plan, and Tina's getting started on it to push that direction south. We'll have to push south towards the creek over the next few weeks. So that's where we're at. There's where they were, which I need to clean up, downed wood and stuff like that, but it's so much better than what it was. And here's where they're working next. Huh, guys? Hi, Ronnie boy.